This is Rotorua versus Te Tai Tokerau Taniwha. Semi-final, as you can see, is part of this tournament. This age group starting that semi-final a bit earlier. It's unfortunate the heavy rain has opened up once again, but it's what we've had over the last day or two. Well done to every single team that's been here part of the day. As some of the round robin games do come to an end, and some of these teams may commence and wrap up their play as part of the Whetū Anamata tournament, better known as the Rowdies tournament, in its first 2 years, in memorial of Andrew Timoti as well. This time Rotorua take on the Taniwha in the huddle, keeping warm. In Rotorua, the under-12s, Cassius Hegenātai, Harley Mitakingi, Te Hano Metua Pauupu, Ariki Tuakana Hudson, Tyler Anderson, Keano Cunningham, Kohitia Mihaka, Taina Tukana Hudson, Carter Vandervoort, Te Kurapa Hikawira, also Ihai Erlich, Slade Anderson Whetū, Finn Mara and Oliver Shaw. And the Taniwha team from up there in the beautiful Te Tai Tokerau, Leo Bray, Wikere, also Nate Voss, Jake Parama, Alex Chapman, Charles Davison Henare, Roman Paki Tare, Kieran Kelly, Naiden Johnson, Salta Whataro, Brighton Ellis, Harry Chapman, Mikaide Morihu, Charlie Orphea, Kaiden Johnson, Salta Whataro is in there as well. So there we go. That's your team. At the moment the haka gets underway for the semi-final. Beautiful to see from our whānau. Have a listen from up there in Te Tai Tokerau. Back into after what we saw an awesome kapa haka, well, haka actually, haka tautoko between the two teams there as well. Rotorua acknowledging the whanaunga from up in the beautiful north, Te Tai Tokerau Taniwha, who started off the haka as well. But it's all about the game as we count down. Hear the music in the background as all teams are building up. This is the part of the build up to what has been an outstanding day and a half in trying conditions for all teams of all ages. This is the semi-final between Rotorua and Te Tai Tokerau Taniwha. Semi-final for the under-12 boys. As we do a big shout out to our regular sponsors: One Foundation, Grassroots Trust, New Zealand Community Trust, Bunnings Warehouse, Four Winds Foundation, Rotorua Trust, Motion Entertainment, Aotearoa Gaming Trust, Pub Charity Limited, and we get the whistle up and going. Just like that, we're into it. Nice little play there from Te Tai Tokerau, gets over the 10, touch 2 there. Nice little drive, touch 3. It's touch 4, 2 more to go for the first set of 6 for the Taniwha. One more play here. The little dummy house scoots out to the left. There's a gap there. Does he look for someone to link up to? Has to go back to the 7. That will be touch and the pass as well. So Rotorua, this will be an intense game. Semi-final. As you said, go back and 10 metres back for Te Tai Tokerau Taniwha. Great little run there. The return from Rotorua making their way to the right hand side where their sub box is. Close to us is the Taniwha, close to the commentary. We based ourselves at the moment here at Rotorua International Stadium, courtesy of Local Gecko Productions. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube is where you can keep in touch. But it's an overstep of the mark, and this will be a penalty. It's given to Te Tai Tokerau Taniwha. 10 metre line still in the area. Just looking to link up there. Little slow play, push back. The ball's lost in the play there, dummy half. Even though the range just eased a little slightly. Rotorua with the ball. Keanu Canningham there with the ball, moving out to Slade Anderson Whetū. Trying to assist and bring the players out from Te Tai Tokerau. They want to set play 1-2. Looks for the overlap, doesn't quite connect. I think he was a bit decisive what he was going to do there. Was Slade Anderson Whetū, whether or not he was thinking, do I slide or do I offload and try the far pass, as we just wait for the ball to be recovered to the field and bring it up to the 7 metre line. This will show Te Tai Tokerau Taniwha running out. Make it up to the 10 metre line. 3 more touches to go in the set of 6. Unfortunately, ball goes to ground. Rotorua pick it up and show its speed. They want to go forward as they run through a Cassius Higanatai there. Picked up by Keanu Canningham. Carter van der Vloek. Vloek with the ball. Looking on through to Ariki. To a kind of Hudson with the ball there. A little slide drive into the try line, and they're running back. And that looking like it will be the try scored, as we see coming up real soon on the One Foundation replay. Rotorua take the early lead in the semi-final. Watch the move here. Van der Kleur picking it out to a kind of Hudson. Back to the try scorer, the little number 9 there, young Carter. Gets the first points. Te Tai Tokerau, 7 to go, 7 minutes in the first half. Great little attack there from the Taniwha. Getting close to the 7 metre line. No, they're going to have to score next to have a good ball game here. As well, they're asking the referee what's going on here. They'll just have to put the ball down and play it again. Brilliant little play there. Unfortunately, doesn't quite connect there for the Taniwha. The ball has gone down, but it's going to be deemed that Rotorua have touched and dropped their ball to the ground. This little number 3 from Te Tai Tokerau with the bucket hat. He's got the skills at dummy half. Nice little offload. Looking back to the inside. Little 3 wants to split 1-2. Left hand side. As he tries to draw the players from out of Rotorua. Little 1-2 switch play going on here. Good offload, but unfortunately doesn't find the player on his right hand side, and ball does go to ground, which will see the Rotorua team run it out. That's good hands from way back there on their 7 metre line. Just as equally good hands as picked up from the pass there as they move forward into the 10 metre area. That's a good little play there by Finn Mara. Halfway. 1-2 play. Not onside there where the Taniwha. Coming up to 5 minutes in this first half. Semi-final. As you see the players, Tuakana Hudson with the ball, bringing them out. He's got the ball back again. He's going to slide along the ground, and that's going to be deemed a try there as well. Got himself nice and low, and the ball just slid over the line. Great little play. Taina Tuakana Hudson there, scoring the second try for Rotorua at the semi-final against Te Tai Tokerau Taniwha Ezo. Back to the half, we're up and going. Taniwha have to score next. 4.5 minutes to go in the first half of the semi-final here at Rotorua International Stadium. Great little setup there. 1-2 pass inside and out. You can hear the cheers on the sideline, the yay, but unfortunately I think it's not going to be deemed a try. These young kids showing they want to slam dunk it over the line. Maybe if they can keep their ball on ground and slide it over the line might be a better option, but the play goes astray there for Rotorua. 4 minutes to go. Taniwha with the ball, hot on attack, getting close to their 7 metre line. Knowing they're only like 10 metres out from the try line of Rotorua, Taniwha need to score next, 2-0. Great little inside pass here, little dummy, fake dummy, just doesn't come off. Great to see the whānau sitting in the back where the fields are all fenced off as well, supporting these teams in the semi-final, and that will be the try. Brilliant little try there. Gets Te Tai Tokerau Taniwha on the scoreboard, the number 13. Good individual play, step of the left foot, cut to the right hand side, the gap opened up one foundation. Replay showed it was that fast, she just blinked and missed it. But we're back into Rotorua. Off they go up to their 10 metre line. Tuakana Hudson with the ball again. Waiting for their dummy half. Runs in there was Kanina, offloads it through to Anderson Whetū. That's Kanina trying to get the slide over the line. He's going to call the touch as a referee. Go back, young man, to the 7 metre line. Play the ball. Moves out to Anderson Whetū. Out to Anderson. Kanina tries to slide again, but he's going to pick it up for a touch. And that will see the handover. The Taniwha will get the ball with 2.5 minutes to go in the first half. Great to see the front-on shots here shown from the Taniwha as they run their way out. You can see one of our cameramen in the background. We'll wave out to him soon, or he may give us a wave as he concentrate on bringing these wonderful images courtesy of local Gecko Productions, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. That's how you get in contact and watch all the live sports that they bring, including volleyball and hockey coming up. But that's a brilliant run out the far side, trying to show his speed, does Ariki Tuakana Hudson. And that will be a try, so 3-1, a minute and a half. The young man showing he's got a bit of speed in the wet conditions. The one foundation replay will show he's got the ball in hand. Here's Tuakana Hudson with the ball, and he just outspeeds the winger on the far side from the Taniwha. Thanks to one foundation as the Taniwha run it back. 2-point ball game. The Taniwha can maintain a 2-point difference going into the half time. It'll be an interesting next 10 minutes coming up in the second half. Good strong defence there, Australian from Rotorua, front on shot. Look at these two working out the 1-2 pass in and out. Cuts across to the right hand side, the dummy half. Flicks it out. Good offload. The screens pretty well tell you that the Taniwha go in for a try. But the referee says no, that is touch. One more play. Rush defence from Rotorua leaves that gap open. As the there was a brilliant offload, great offload there, just unfortunately couldn't hold the ball in hand. Would have been an awesome try to see from the Taniwha with 30 seconds to go. Rotorua run it out. Awesome skills to see in this under 12 boys semi-final. 20 seconds ago. Half time just coming up. Rotorua run to the middle. The front on shot shows you the skills between the left and the right. Brilliantly picked up. There's the dummy half, and he's scooted on through. That's Finn Mara. He's looking for a support player, and he outbeats them, but I think it's all good. Looking at the ref, and the whistle's blown. 4-1. Right on the stroke of half time. Rotorua take the lead, 3 points over Te Tai Tokerau Taniwha. 4-1. Back again very soon for the second half of the semi-final for the under 12s boys. Back into the second half. Brought to you live courtesy of Local Gecko Productions, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. That's how you'll keep in touch with the wonderful team doing the awesome mahi of bringing you the live stream of the Day 2 semi-final between Rotorua and Tokerau. Rotorua 3-point lead at the moment as they have the ball in hand, hot on attack in the second half. And unfortunately ball goes to ground. Yeah, it's been one of those days where the weather has, unfortunately, even though it's been nice to cool the temperature down, we just see good skills, but be interesting to see what the dry weather would have brought. I would guess one thing it would have brought us moaning how hot it is, but anyway, Taniwha want to make their way back up to their 10-metre line. Little slippery out there as you see the young man tried to do the right step, slip over. Great little run. He's been elusive, the young player from the Taniwha, and the number 3. Got some little skills there, left and right step. Rotorua with their try score earlier on just before the half. As he runs off after planting that, the number 3 makes his way off as well. Moving through to the middle of the field here. They'll spread it across right to Rotorua, but deemed to be over the mark as well, or drop to the ground in the play. Good rush defence. We'll see the Taniwha still caught down in the area. They have it out wide. Are they going to be the first team to score in the second half? And there you go. It's the Superman dive. Cassius Heget Ngatai scores the first points, 5-1 in a minute and 30 in that second half. Just that little mistake, and unfortunately the defence for Te Tai Tokerau Taniwha, and you will see this on the replay. There's only the one young man out there, and he even had the overlap. The dive says it, eh? Must have been watching either Ari Savia or someone like that, another coach doing that dive, or even Reece Walsh. Ball does go to ground. A little mistake there, unfortunately, from the start of the play for Te Tai Tokerau Taniwha. Rotorua will run it out of the area to the halfway. 10-metre line. Moving through to the middle of the field here, working on the right-hand side. Rotorua leading by 4 in the semi-final for the under-12 boys. Yeah, the little goose step. But unfortunately the pass goes astray. I'll show my age if I tell you who I knew did a goose step and was good at it. One man back in the day, David Campisi. Now that says she's my age. Not as talented as these young ones out here in the under-12s. Te Tai Tokerau Taniwha bring it to the halfway, get it over the halfway with their plant. Nice little move, moving back to the left-hand side of the field. Oh, nearly the intercept there, picked up by Rotorua. And that will be the touch. One more play to go. 5 called by the referee, has it? Oh no, one more to go now. And unfortunately, the ball just goes to the back there of the Taniwha. Good strong return there by Rotorua, making their way to the halfway. Oh, check out that little one hand pass, eh? Showing the skills on display even in these conditions. Tap penalty and go. They got to get back on 10. Over the halfway. Good return here from the Taniwha. Moving on through, getting closer to that 7-metre line. Rotorua beyond defence. 1-2 offload, front on shot. Look at this. Watch the angle of this moving out wide. Do they get the overlap? But the ball's going to be going forward here. Ten's only team over in the background warming up for their next game. Great little hit there on the ball there by the number 8 for Rotorua, Taina Tuakana Hudson. Getting across to the centre of the field there, getting over the half. Slade Anderson Whetū takes it over the half there. Nice little step by Whetū. Picked up there well, contained well, good hands. Great big pass. but doesn't connect to anyone from Keano Kaninam. 10 metres back, Rotorua roll. Taniwha with the ball. 5 minutes to go. There we are in the commentary box, we're even out. Great shots brought to you by local Gecko Productions. As you see the Taniwha wanting the score next over the top pass, but unfortunately doesn't come to no avail. Doesn't meet any hands, it goes to ground instead. 4.5 minutes to go, 5-1. Rotorua semi-final under 12 boys. But rolling into the semi-final side of things of this tournament. Rotorua working their way to the middle of the field. They still want to persist with the right hand side. Finn Mara with the ball at the moment. Well, picked up dummy half. Scoop, little run there. Gets it out wide to the wing and he's going to score in. That is a brilliant little run by Carter van der Voogd, who's picked up and sent it out wide to Finn. I think it was Finn Mara out the right hand side, and there we'll see the score 6-1. Great little 1-2 step in the stat. Dummy half. One foundation will show Zach on to him, but there's that number 9. Good little run. Passes outside to the winger. Might have been Tyler Anderson out there actually. As you see, Te Tai Tokerau Taniwha now really chasing this game, being behind by 5. 3.5 minutes to go. Just working out their little moves. Good little 2-hand strong pusher, but that will deem a penalty. But too strong in that little push there from Rotorua. Tap and go for the Taniwha. 1-hand touch there. Here's the little man himself. Left and right, looking at touch, steps to the right. Oh, dummy half. Got the skills to show. Put them on display here on the finals field in Rotorua at the International Stadium. Back with them again. There we go. 1-2 pass. It's going to go to dummy half. Scoop and go to the right hand side. Looking for someone to offload it to, but the ball's been intercepted. But the touch is no. He's going to carry on playing. There was Oliver Shaw there. What I love about the tournament so far, it's seen these kids, these young kids at this tournament, showing the honesty, which is always good to see from all players, boys and girls at this age group level, being honest on the field. Brings a lot of respect to an individual player when you show a bit of honesty out there at this tournament. When you think about the tournament itself in general, one foundation in the background in the tent where Rotorua set themselves up for 1-2 play in and out, left and right. Moving on through. Out to one of our try scores earlier on. This will see the ball go to ground. 2 minutes to go. Nicely picked up by the Taniwha. Te Tai Tokerau want to run this out as they move through to the centre of the field, just 7 metres from there. 7 metre line. You see they come running through to the sub box here as a rotation of players run around. Good defence equally from Rotorua. They've got over into their 10 metre at the moment, do the Taniwha, but they've only got limited touches left to go. And then maybe in the ruck area we'll see a penalty played here by Te Tai Tokerau Taniwha. They'll get another set of 6 come forward. Young man, go to where the referee is and give it a tap and let's go. As you know, 1 minute and 15 to go in the second half of the under 12s semi-final. First of many semi-finals being played. We're into that after round robins pretty wrapped up from early morning games that started at 9 o'clock. Well worked over with the Taniwha, looking out wide, little jink in the step, but there will be dummy half, and you can tell that young man out there, Ariki Tuakana Hudson, knows the rules where he puts his hands up and says dummy half ref. It's all about learning the skills and the rules of the game at this young age, but building your confidence as they go forward, as you see to the halfway from Rotorua, who've been very strong. Under a minute to go. Good little touch, but the player from the Taniwha will say, no touch ref. He puts 2 hands up. Come on, give me a break. Yeah, he does get it in the way of the ref. Great skill shown by Rotorua. The honesty, like I said just a couple of minutes ago, it's good to see honesty from boys and girls at this level of play. Brings a lot of respect from opponents, team players, and even the referees out there Ball does get knocked to ground, and as you can hear, the hooter does blow, and that will see full-time Rotorua winning that semi-final. Convincing win 6-1 over Te Tai Tokerau Taniwha. I'm not even going to say what the weather looks like, but we'll be back again with another semi-final coming up at around 12:30. You'll be watching Local Gecko Productions, who bring you the live stream. Jump on there, Pukamata Facebook, Instagram, and even on the YouTube.